Hello and good morning everyone. Welcome to the Elite Traders Group Market Wrap, beginning Monday the 5th of December 2011. My name is Matt Dibb. Hope you're all very well for the start of the week. Guys, firstly, just to bring up the Dow Jones cash chart there, having a look at Friday night's movements, it was actually really lackluster. It ended around break even for the night, very, very flat. However, prior to the close, we did see quite a bit of activity. If you remember, it was non-farm payrolls and unemployment that came out that night. So if we just have a look at daily FX here, at our economic calendar, we can see that there is a change in non-farm payrolls of 120,000. Consensus, or expectation I should say, was 125, so it more or less came in as expected. The unemployment rate, however, came in at 8.6%. That's dropping from 9%. So we saw quite a bit of optimism within market price action then. The only problem is that throughout the month of November, and you have to look at these, the data of this very, very closely, throughout the month of November, there was 315,000 Americans that actually gave up looking for work. Now, they're not considered unemployed anymore. Over in the US, they have what they call the 99ers. There's 99 weeks of unemployment, and then after that, you just fall off the radar. So that could be what's skewing the numbers a tad bit, and as a result, we can see that the market did sell off towards the end of the session and more or less finished flat for the night. So technically, this is banging its head against this 12,200 mark. Is it going to break? We've got a bit of economic data out this week. What have we got to look forward to? Let's just have a quick look. Okay. Tonight we've got Eurozone retail sales out, 9 o'clock Sydney time. To continue to go on, we've got the RBA cash rate for tomorrow, forecast 4.25%, so they believe they're going to slash it another 25 basis points. We'll be looking at a currency envelope trade on the Australian dollar for that one, so a bit more on that tomorrow. We've then got Aussie GDP out Wednesday. Thursday we've got New Zealand rate decision, unemployment rate in Thursday. There's quite a bit for Australia this week. And then moving on, we've also got Chinese CPI on Friday, which again is going to affect the Australian markets and that of the US. And then we've got some confidence figures out later. So this week, market is really going to be focusing on that of the Asian data coming out of Australia, and also can't go a day without mentioning the Eurozone crisis either. That's the Dow Jones. We're not looking at trading this breakout yet. It's tried too many times, and I think that short term the fundamentals are too bearish. Okay, let us move on and have a look at some of the opportunities from Friday. We actually entered a new short position within February hogs. Really nice break here. We got in with a sell order per contract at 90.2, which is just here, and we got in with a stop loss at 91.2, just above that 4-hour high, as we can see. Now, as the market opened on Friday night in the floor session, we can see that it fell dramatically straight through. We're now up 1 whole point, which is about 100% or so, and we've got our profit target is 88.2 here. So we're going for 200% there. What we're going to do today, just in terms of the volatility that we're seeing in the market, we'll be looking at moving this stop loss from 91 down to 90.2, and that way we've got at worst a break-even trade should this totally reverse tonight. But hogs are looking very bearish. A lot of the purchasing done for retail and wholesale has already been done for Christmas. It was actually done in the month of September, so seasonally we should see this actually decline over the next few weeks. Good, moving on. Crude's one to look at today, and if we have a look at it, it's actually just opened a tad bit higher. It's sitting at 101.46. Now, there's been some developments in the last 12 hours regarding a US drone, a UAV as they call it, an unmanned unmanned aerial vehicle. It is a Monday morning after all, and that was shot down in Iran, and that has led a little bit of fear into the market, and of course that's why we've seen the price of oil also open up high today. Now guys, if we do see further developments out of this one and does present an opportunity to be buying into crude, then we will be looking at entering into this breakout. The in terms of the stop loss, protective stop, it's going to have to be about 2 or 3 points. So yes, it can be quite volatile. It is a larger contract, but even so, you'd be looking at least $2.5 in terms of your stop loss there. But we'll be looking at that closer to the recommendation. Great. Now, lastly, the US dollar index overnight somewhat flat. We are looking for some opportunity once we've got a bit more confirmed direction. So as we can see, and I'll just squash this up a tad bit more, it has made two tops. It's come back. Last Friday we've seen some upside within the US dollar, and as a result some pressure on the commodities, or some consolidation at the very least. When we have a look at spot gold, we can see that it's just consolidated around that 1750 mark after seeing a high of around 1763. So right now we don't have a trade on this one as yet. We'll wait for a little bit more consistency in that US dollar. We are keeping an eye out, however, on the Euro Aussie. Now we took out some puts on this one recently, did really well. It could be forming a bottom, and if I put this up on a daily chart now, you can even go weekly or monthly, whatever you want, you can see that it is just bouncing off that support. Now this has fallen in excess of 800 pips in the last week. 800 pips in the last week. So the chance that we're going to see a bit of a bounce like we have so many times before is quite good. We may be looking at some call options at a strike of about 131, but again, we'll be looking at that opportunity today. Okay? Now guys, remember, if you're wanting to take advantage of any of these recommendations for free, or wanting them live in real time, don't hesitate to give us a call, send us an email, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do offer discount full service broking amongst the lowest margin requirements in futures, foreign exchange and CFDs, and we can set up a full service facility for you. Very easy to do. Guys, my phone number is down the bottom there, Australian and international phone number, and email address dib@halifaxonline.com.au. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Good luck trading. Talk to you on Monday.